What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, here with another episode explaining to you what's actually going to happen as if I know what actually is going to happen. See, here's the thing. It's that time of the year where all the watch enthusiasts and watch journalists will debate and Photoshop and cause buzz and rumor and talk about what's actually going to happen this year with Rolex releases. You're not going to believe this, YouTube face. But the truth is, it's literally all hearsay. So you can't trust anyone, except for me. I'm going to tell you in this episode what's actually going on with the Rolex predictions for 2023. It is 7:30 p.m. Let's get down to business. So guys, when it comes to the images circulating around the internet and, social media, there's been some good, reasonable predictions. There's been some bad, kind of confusing predictions and some downright ugly predictions. And I'm going to try to give you my take here today. Starting with the good, okay? Shout out Monochrome watches. They do a lot of really good work. These two images look great, and they're actually... not to take credit, somewhat things that I've been harping about for like my whole career here on YouTube. Just as an aside, recently Adrian from Bark and Jack did an episode with his take on the predictions for this year, and he stated that the Pelagos would be getting a GMT complication, and a bunch of people showed me that clip in my inbox, and they're like, haven't you been saying that for like 5 years? And yes, I've been saying that for 5 years. So although this isn't a Rolex prediction, I'm going to predict that the full-size Pelagos will get a GMT complication. Bada bing, bada boom. Now let's talk about what Monochrome has predicted. So here with this image, they're saying that this is going to be a titanium Submariner. Very excited about that. They say the 70th anniversary will be full blue scheme, a titanium full blue. So you know how if it's been like blue, it's usually been, some other kind of material other than stainless steel, right? The Smurf. If that's white gold, or if it's a lighter hue of blue, it's been platinum. But this is going to be something different for 2023. It's going to be titanium. I think if they released a titanium sports watch, period, whether it be, a titanium deep sea, especially a titanium Submariner, I think the wait lists will be insane. I think the watch world will actually go crazy. So that's a really good prediction. I'm kind of biased though, because again, I've been saying this for like the last 5 years. I want them to release a titanium Submariner. Kind of no-brainer. Full white gold Daytona for the 60th anniversary. Now, if you guys remember, the 50th anniversary Submariner was a Kermit, right? It was the black dial, green bezel. So them doing this for an anniversary edition, I'd say it's not something I predicted, but I wouldn't say that they're off the mark. Here we can see a really nice image of it. Again, I'm assuming that this would be potentially ceramic, like a green ceramic. Is that what they're implying? But yeah, either way, it looks very nice, and I'm actually a fan of green Rolexes, although I never really got into the Hulk. So it's weird. I like the Kermit. I even like the new Starbucks, people are calling it, if they didn't make it 41 millimeters, but this is, I don't know. I think this is good, but the Hulk is bad, in my opinion. So, whatever. Those are the most interesting ones. They're claiming that they're going to do like a full overhaul, potentially, of the Daytona. This is an interesting prediction, okay? Because if you had told me pretty much like 3 years ago that they would do a gold Explorer, I would say, F you, you're crazy, shut up. I'm actually wearing my Explorer 2 right now. But, like a year ago, they released the two-tone. So, stainless steel and gold Explorer. So, them doing something solid gold now does not seem that crazy with the Explorer series. So, this, I think, is actually a pretty good prediction. It would not surprise me. So, good job with that one. Everyone for the last, 4 years has been saying white dial Explorer 1. We'll see. I don't think this is a bad prediction. It's not something I'm predicting, but who knows. And some stuff with the Milgauss. But really, this is what interested me, was them bringing back the Tridor bracelet. Now, people, even Rolex enthusiasts, don't know what Tridor was. And this is actually like the most hoity-toity of them all. It has, you can see the different colors here. There's their Everose, there's yellow gold, and then there's platinum. That's pretty crazy. It looks cool, but people are predicting that they will bring it back on the current Day-Date. That'd be nice. Man, look at this render. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, so some people never even knew that a Rolex Tridor existed, so maybe that was a little bit of a learning lesson for you guys. All right, so these are what I would consider the good predictions. And I'm not trying to put anybody down or any media site down, but so far, Monochrome has done the best. Let's move on to some good and reasonable, and then getting into some of the bad. So shout out to Orbiter. Rolex predictions 2023, Rolex new releases 2023. They are predicting the new Rolex Daytona Gold Cerachrome. Breaking news concerns the full gold Daytona in a mock-up below. Reproducing what we have seen in predictions is a Cerachrome Cerachrome ceramic bezel equipped new Daytona with meteorite. I hate meteorite dials. So although I love the yellow gold with the black ceramic, the meteorite, in my opinion, ruins it. So that's going to be a solid no for me. Rolex Daytona Platinum 116506 Oyster Flex. The current Platinum Daytona debuted ceramic bezel on the latest gen Cosmograph Daytona. Unlike its steel or gold siblings, the Platinum model houses inlay and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not going to subscribe to you. Oyster Flex is stupid. According to the leaks, it seems the Platinum Rolex Daytona will adopt the Oyster Flex. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Rolex, you putting a new bracelet, or I should say, like rubber strap on a watch, or changing a watch that had a Oyster bracelet to Jubilee, like they did with the Batman, that doesn't make it a new release. I'm sorry. Or putting it on some rubber, that doesn't make it a new release. I'm sorry. So, no. Rolex Submariner date in... So, Submariner expected to be a guest star at the upcoming Watches and Wonders, but we would never imagine the steel and rose gold Submariner model to surface as pictured below. Can you believe that? We can't, despite loving the pink gold steel... Okay, first of all, this is Everose. They don't call it pink gold. They don't call it rose gold. They call it Everose. This actually looks pretty good. Cool. Looks pretty dang good. So I guess they're going to say the Joker is going to... People are calling this the Joker, I think, is going to come out with a normal configuration crown. Whatever. On to their original predictions. Here's where things get kind of wonky. Okay, they talk about the Milgauss. This used to be my girl watch, by the way, the Milgauss, but we're just going to move on. Green bezel, green dial, like Mad Money Flex, solid gold. So essentially just a Hulk in gold. Not a big fan of Hulk in stainless steel, but I think that this with yellow gold would be badass. I think that these two-toned without the meteorite dials actually look really nice. So I'd be huge all over this black dial and then this white dial with the gold bordered sub dials. I think that looks really nice. The gemstones on the indexes, I've never been a fan of that. No, Tiffany dial. Here's where it starts getting bad. Tiffany dial, no, negative, never. And then here, the Rolex GMT Master 2 Tiger's Eye. We love playing with the color combos as much as Rolex does with its day and night bezels, and the brand's 3 time zone wristwatch offers the perfect template for endless tests. The Tiger's Eye moniker is legendary and still sits atop the most admired all-time two-tone bezels. I really don't like this at all because they already released the GMT Master 2 root beers, and this doesn't, like, when I see this, I don't think Tiger's Eye. I think of the Clint Eastwood, like the 16753, I think it is. Oh my gosh, I forgot the reference number. Gato, we're gonna put it up here. Just slap it on there. Yeah, it reminds me of the kind of more lighter hues of the Clint Eastwood GMT Master. So it's ugly. But this isn't the worst. Okay, like these guys had some good things to say. These two are bad, but they're not the worst. Here we go. I'm not even gonna say who predicted these because I don't want to put them on blast, but let me see if the camera is going to pick it up. Can you see it? This isn't even very good Photoshop. This media site was claiming that there would be a ceramic stainless steel Daytona key lime with like a crummy key lime. No, this is not going to happen. Okay. But then you're thinking like, oh, well, there's been some various colored Daytonas, I suppose. So like maybe they'll go a little crazy with that. Okay. What is it with that site that shall not be named and this one, the Explorer 2, again with key lime? Maybe whoever was the editor of this was just like hungry for some key lime. You know what I could really go for right now? Key lime pie. I predict all Rolexes will be key lime pie. Really? Show. No, these are the ugly. This is never going to happen. All right. So I hate that this is on the screen right now, and I apologize that you're looking at it, but I had to look at it, so I'm going to, misery loves company. Regardless of what I or anyone else predicts, guys, none of us really know what's going to happen. Okay. What do I predict? Personally, I think that they could do a solid gold Explorer 1. I think that they could potentially, I think it'd be awesome if they did a titanium Submariner to celebrate that anniversary. I think it'd be cool if they did a green Daytona for that anniversary. And then honestly, again, this isn't even a Rolex prediction. I think that they are going to give the full-size Pelagos a GMT complication. So I don't know. None of us know what's actually going to happen. The only thing we can be 100% sure of is Rolex will disappoint us. So just keep that in mind and, temper yourself for what will come. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.